नयाँ गुड नाइट फ्ल्याश अरु लिक्विड वेपोराइजर भन्दा 2 गुणा बढी प्रभावशाली.
Proud to be associated with Kantipur News.
Good evening, I am April Singh Lama and these are the headlines of the hour. Trivandrum International Airport's Chief Immigration Officer Tirtharaj Bhatrai summoned to appear in court on Thursday. CIAA raids Bhatrai's office seizing documents and equipment in human trafficking probe. Imports rise by 13%, exports surge by 72% in 10 months. Nepal sees significant trade growth led by petroleum products, oil and textiles. At least 6 people killed and dozens wounded in a blast targeting a school bus in Pakistan's Balochistan. Pakistani Prime Minister calls it terrorists working under Indian patronage. And Nepali women's cricket team welcomed home today, secure spot in the ICC Women's T20 World Cup global qualifiers. Welcome back. Joint Secretary of the Ministry of Home Affairs, Tirtharaj Bhatrai, who was taken into custody by the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority, CIAA, on charges of colluding with human traffickers during his tenure as head of the Trivandrum Airport Immigration Office, has been released. He has been ordered to appear before the court at 10 a.m. on Thursday. The CIAA raided the Trivandrum Airport Immigration Office on Wednesday, detaining Joint Secretary Tirtharaj Bhatrai and seizing related documents. According to a source, Bhatrai was taken into custody following complaints of extorting money from individuals traveling abroad on visit visas. The Commission also confiscated a computer, mobile phone and other equipment used by Bhatrai and conducted a search of his residence. In addition, the mobile phones and devices of 4 individuals suspected of influencing Bhatrai to facilitate unauthorized departures were also seized. The CIAA launched the investigation after receiving reports of human trafficking conducted under the guise of visit visas, allegedly in collusion with immigration officials. Although guidelines require documentation such as round-trip tickets, hotel bookings, and proof of contacts abroad, complaints alleged that Bhatrai allowed travelers to bypass these rules in exchange for financial gain, prompting increased surveillance. Now, imports rose by 13% and exports by 72% during the first 10 months of the current fiscal year. According to the Customs Department's import-export report for the current fiscal year up to the Nepalese month of Baisakh, Nepal imported goods worth 1.474 trillion Nepali rupees and exported goods worth 217 billion. During the same period last fiscal year, imports totaled 1.33 trillion while exports stood at 126 billion. This fiscal year, the top exports included soybean oil worth 78 billion, sunflower oil worth 10 billion, carpets worth 8 billion, cardamom worth 6 billion, juices worth 4 billion and textiles worth 4 billion. Major imports included petroleum products worth 232 billion, smartphones worth 28 billion, electric vehicles worth 22 billion, soybean oil raw materials worth 81 billion, sunflower oil raw materials worth 24 billion, pharmaceutical products and raw materials worth 25 billion, and iron worth 70 billion. Now, in our Public Voice segment today, we have asked industrialists and representatives of banking and finance sectors in several provinces what should be the top priorities for the governor of Nepal Rashtra Bank. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
देशलाई पहिला चाहिँ तपाईको अर्थतन्त्रमा जो एउटा आत्मनिर्भर बनाउनको लागि कृषिलाई चाहिँ प्राथमिकतामा राख्नुपर्छ।
जति वित्तीय संघ संस्थाहरू छन् तिनको नियन्त्रण, सञ्चालन र व्यवस्थित गर्ने
आम नेपाली जनताहरुको हितका निम्ति चाहिँ उहाँले चाहिँ योजना ल्याउनु पर्छ।
राष्ट्र विकासमा चाहिने सबभन्दा बढी बजेट हो, त्यो बजेटको सुनिश्चितता त्यो गभर्नरले गर्नुपर्छ।
जे काम हुन्छ नि उहाँहरुले उहाँको भागमा पर्यो भने त्यसलाई एकदम कुनै राजनीतिक दबाव प्रतिशोधलाई नगरिकिन स्वतस्फूर्त तरिकाले सही ढंगले जनता देश खुसी हुने हिसाबले गर्दिनु।
गरिब दुखीहरुले नोट कमाउने माध्यम चाहिँ बनाउनु पर्यो।
महिला उद्यमीहरुले चाहिँ सब्सिडी भनेर लोन पाइरहेका थियौं पहिला चाहिँ, अहिले त स्थगित भइरहेको छ, त्यसलाई कन्टिन्यू गर्नुपर्छ।
आर्थिक चलायमान हुन पर्यो, बैंकमा पैसा जम्मा भएर बस्न भएन हैन, ब्याज दर सुलभ हुन पर्यो।
चाडबाडको क्याप हटाइदिनु भयो भने अलिकति हामी जस्ता साना लगानीकर्ताले खुलेर लगानी गर्न सक्ने थियौँ।
नयाँ गभर्नरले चाहिँ अहिले देशमा भएको जुन वित्तीय सङ्कटहरू आइरहेको छ यसलाई समाधान गर्नुहुन्छ भन्ने हामीलाई पूर्ण विश्वास छ।
एक दिन राष्ट्र ब्याङ्कले पैसा तानिरहेछ, लिक्विडिटी एकदमै एक्सेस भइरहेछ। अब यो लिक्विडिटीलाई चाहिँ कसरी लोनमा कन्भर्ट गर्ने, कसरी अब उद्यमशील मान्छेहरूलाई विकास गर्ने, त्यो हिसाबमा चाहिँ उहाँहरूले प्लानिङ बनाउनु पर्यो।
मुद्रास्फीतिलाई नियन्त्रण, वित्तीय स्थिरता, हाम्रो विदेशी मुद्रा सञ्चितलाई गराउने र नियमनकारी निकायलाई चुस्त दुरुस्त बनाउने।
आर्थिक मन्दीको अवस्था रहेको छ, यस्तोमा हामीले पनि अलि राष्ट्रहितको लागि र जनतामुखी नै अर्थनीति बनाए राम्रो हुन्छ।
Welcome back. Lawmakers have increasingly displayed undignified behavior during parliamentary committee sessions. Disputes and confrontations were evident today in both the Women and the Public Accounts Committee, leading to a breakdown in order and disruption of the meetings.
The Public Accounts Committee was scheduled to meet on Wednesday to discuss a subcommittee report alleging corruption exceeding 10 billion Nepali rupees at Pokhara International Airport. Since its submission, CP and UML lawmakers have criticized the report as biased. During Wednesday's meeting, UML lawmakers reiterated the concerns, calling the report flawed and recommending it be forwarded to the appropriate authority for investigation, including all individuals involved in policy decisions.
प्रायोगिक बेलाका अधिकारीहरू पनि त्यहाँ कमान्ड उल्लेख गर्नुभएको छैन। त्यसपछि निर्णय प्रक्रियामा सामेल भएका व्यक्तिहरू छैनन्। त्यसपछि तपाईले चाहिँ अब भन्सार छुटको सन्दर्भमा मैले अघि भनिहालेँ, अर्थमन्त्रीहरूको सिफारिसमा अर्थमन्त्रीहरूको निर्णयमा भन्सार छुटको कुरा भएको छ। अर्थमन्त्रीजीहरू यसमा तानिनुहुन्छ कि तानिनुहुन्न। कतिपय कुराहरू आग्रहपूर्ण छन् र कतिपय कुराहरू तर्क नै पुग्दैन। त्यसकारणले यसमाथि अझै व्यापक छलफल हुन आवश्यक छ। म पनि यसको कुनै विज्ञ मान्छे होइन, प्राविधिक मान्छे होइन।
CP and UML lawmaker Gokul Baskota stated that he had additional questions regarding the report and called for further discussion. Lawmakers from the ruling Nepali Congress also acknowledged irregularities in the process and recommended forwarding the report to the appropriate authority for investigation.
यसलाई तुरुन्तै आज भोलि नै हामीले यसलाई धेरै गिजलिङ गरौँ, यसलाई अख्तियारमै पठाउने हो, अख्तियारले नै छानबिन गर्ने हो, अख्तियारकै यो कार्यक्षेत्रभित्र परेको हुनाले यसमा धेरै लेखेर अख्तियारमा गएर अख्तियारलाई चाहिँ आवश्यक छानबिन गरेर अगाडि बढाउने भनेर लेख्नु नै राम्रो होला जस्तो मलाई लाग्छ।
Opposition lawmaker Amanlal Modi of the CP and Maoist Centre objected to a ruling party lawmaker chairing the Public Accounts Committee. He criticized the CP and UML for holding the committee chair while expressing views that contradicted those of the Prime Minister. His remarks escalated tensions, leading to a heated exchange between CP and UML and CP and Maoist Centre lawmakers.
तपाईं एमालेका साथीहरुलाई आरोप लाउनु पनि छैन मलाई, किनभने तर तपाईहरुको पार्टीको प्रधानमन्त्री पनि हुनुहुन्छ, सार्वजनिक लेखा समिति सभापति तपाईहरुकै पार्टीका हुनुहुन्छ, अनि फरक मत पनि तपाईहरु नै राख्नुहुन्छ या पूरक प्रस्ताव पनि तपाईहरु नै राख्नुहुन्छ। मैले मलाई बोल्न दिउँ न।
Independent lawmaker Amrish Kumar Singh objected to the chair for giving speaking opportunities exclusively to CP and UML lawmakers. As the situation began to calm, Rashtriya Swatantra Party lawmaker Asim Shah objected to the appointment of Manju Khand as coordinator, citing her prior public security related to Bhairava Airport. Khand was appointed after Yogesh Bhattrai stepped down from the role, citing a conflict of interest.
सबै पार्टीका माननीयज्यू भएर माइनोट भएर सर्वसम्मतिबाट म एउटा महिलाले पाउँदाखेरि तपाईहरुलाई घोर आपत्ति हुने, यो चाहिँ मेरो एकदमै तपाईप्रति खेद।
A dispute arose between ruling and opposition lawmakers over whether to consider input from individuals implicated in corruption and whether to refer the matter to the appropriate authority. Ultimately, the committee decided to conduct further study and forward the case of corruption at Pokhara Airport for investigation and action. Separately, tensions escalated during Wednesday's Women and Social Affairs Committee meeting, where CPN Maoist Center lawmaker Kalpana Mia Kusari directed a microphone and nameplate at Chairperson Kiran Shah. Such disorderly conduct by lawmakers has occurred in previous committee meetings as well. A report by Anjana Lamichhani.
It is time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you, why has the government not fulfilled its promise of providing 50 million rupees to the Nepali cricket team for World Cup preparations even a year after the match? 27% voted for A, apathy towards players. 64% voted for B, government never fulfills commitments on time. 7% voted for C, lack of funds. And 2% voted for D, don't know. Now here's today's question. What is your take on the recent clash among parliamentarians in the Parliamentary Committee? Your options are A, undermining of legislative integrity, B, political motive and retaliation, C, disciplinary action should be taken, or D, no comment. The voting is on. Visit www.ekantipur.com or www.kantipurtv.com to share your opinion with us.
Sports news.
The Nepali women's cricket team, having qualified for the ICC Women's T20 World Cup Global Qualifiers, have returned home this evening. The team arrived at Tribhuvan International Airport at 7:30 p.m. local time and received a warm welcome from Cricket Association of Nepal (CAN) upon their arrival at Tribhuvan International Airport. Nepal qualified for the ICC Women's T20 World Cup Global Qualifiers for the first time in its 18 years of international history, finishing as runners-up in the Asia region qualifiers held in Thailand. In the group stage, Nepal won both matches against Bahrain, despite one match against Hong Kong being cancelled and another resulting in a loss. Nepal advanced to the Super 3 based on superior match wins. A 5-wicket victory over the UAE secured their spot in the global qualifiers. Nepal finished second after losing to Thailand in the Super 3 final on Tuesday. The ICC has yet to announce the date and venue for the global qualifiers. CAN has expressed interest in hosting the event in Nepal. The top 4 teams from the global qualifiers will advance to the ICC Women's T20 World Cup scheduled in England and Wales from 12th of June to 5th of July 2026. Host nation England, along with Australia, India, New Zealand, South Africa, West Indies, Pakistan and Sri Lanka have already secured direct qualifications. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.